Welcome to one of the smallest breweries in all of Ontario, but you know what? Despite that, the beer is still delightfully delicious. Joining us now is Mario Bourgeois, brewmaster, co-owner here at Cassel Brewery. You're just 1 month old, eh? Still a little baby.
Still a little baby in the incubator.
How's the last month been?
It's been very good, fantastic actually. We've been doing 3 years of pre-marketing prior to our opening. So I was distributing beer for free to people to taste and say, we're coming in with our brewery. And now here we are, we're in.
So working with just 1,000 square feet, where does the process begin?
Well, we receive our malt from various suppliers. This one's a supplier from Montreal. And this is the only space we have for our stock as of now. So we keep receiving shipment every 2 weeks. So it enables us to order by small volume instead of bigger volume. It starts by here. We, of course, we open the sacks and we run it through a mill. That will expose the middle part of the grain. And this is where the sugar is, the flavor, and the color of the grain as well.
Okay.
And then we head down to the brewing process.
Okay, so where does the brewing process start once it's, the grain's gone through the mill?
Once it's milled, we go to the brew house, what is called a brew house. This is probably one of the tiniest as well. It's really small. We have hot water sitting in that tank at a certain temperature. And what we do is we steep the grain in this kettle called a mash tun. This is where all the conversion process takes place of flavor, the sugar, and the color as well. This sits about for an hour and a half in there. Once this is done, there's a screen at the bottom. We separate the grain from the water, and we just transfer it to what is called the boil kettle.
That's this guy?
That's this guy.
Okay.
That's the beast. And from there, we add the hops. Or added to that, there can be some spices as well. And this is where we boil. We bring what is called the wort, it's unfermented beer, up to close to a sterile environment for the yeast to do the fermentation, converts the sugar to alcohol.
Where did you learn how to do all of this?
Well, I started with little beer kits like most of the craft brewers as well, and I found it to be pretty boring at first. The taste wasn't really there, so I skipped about 3 years and started doing what is called all grain, so it's really from scratch. And I really developed a passion for it. And I read a book called How to Brew, and here I am. I'm
You're
brewing.
kidding! Self-taught? How do you make beer that tastes that good? Self-taught? Oh my gosh.
Well, I compare craft brewers to a bread maker. You know, you don't need a diploma to be a bread maker, but you can get one.
Right.
And so I'm not certified or anything. I don't have much education in brewing, but I can certainly produce great beer. So.
Right. All right. Well, we've got halfway through the brewing process, so stay with us a little bit later in the show. We will show you how it's all finished, where it's bottled, and of course, give it the taste test. So stay with us. That's all coming up from Casselman.